Hello, good morning, Nazarana ma'am. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well, thanks. And how are you?
I'm good. We are so grateful to have you in our chat section.
Thank you.
So we will start with our questions now.
Sure.
You have presented your topic exploring the intervention to support higher education students with referency insight gain. Please explain your research in a nutshell.
My research analyzed a training initiative that I designed and implemented for higher education students to support them with referencing. So, a spike in plagiarism cases during the COVID-19 lockdown was noticed. And because students could not physically come to the campus, and some of them had limited access to technology to attend online sessions, we needed to provide them, with material to support them with academic writing in particular. We needed to focus on referencing and paraphrasing. So, in this research, I wanted to see if the material that I developed had any impact on reducing the number of plagiarism cases at the institution where the study was conducted.
Thank you for sharing your research with us. So, what are the challenges you have faced in your research journey?
Usually, challenges associated with research might include things like finding participants, not eliciting enough data, and so on. However, for this study, I needed to think creatively and out of the box in an unprecedented time and find a way to try and reach students who I would normally simply invite into a lecture room for a workshop. So, also challenging with this particular study was when the data revealed that the initiative did not have the impact that I was aiming for. However, this gave me the opportunity to explore deeper and then find reasons for this phenomenon.
That's great. What was your motivation during the research?
I've always played an active role in students' academic writing development. So, when it was found that there was an increase in students being penalized for plagiarism, a gap in our student support was foregrounded and action needed to be taken. So, a natural step after implementing the initiative was to measure its impact. I was also interested to see if this was common across, other institutions and what approaches they were possibly taking, and then to see if those approaches could work in our context. So, what I found was that there were other institutions who were experiencing the same increase, but not much about the support that they offered. So, the research blocks, it seems, just all fell into place.
Thank you for your answer, ma'am. What advice would you give to young researchers who have started their journey in the research world based on your own experience?
Your research is like choosing a life partner. If you don't find it interesting, you are going to be doomed. So, my advice is choose an area that excites you and that you want to learn more about to ensure that you see it to the end. And most important, don't be intimidated when you realize that the more you are reading and researching, the less you know about the topic. Because ultimately, that is the beauty of research.
Thank you for your wonderful advice, ma'am. What is the positive feedback of the conference?
So this conference, EduCon Tokyo International Conference on Education, was wonderful and very well coordinated and organized. But what stood out for me compared with other conferences that I had the honor of presenting at was how stress-free and comfortable it felt. So what worked really well was the recordings of the presentations that are sent ahead of time, and then the chairperson plays them during your slot. Now, this alleviates the anxiety that presenters might feel, about technology letting us down when it's time for our presentations. And then I also found the team activity gave attendees the opportunity to become comfortable with each other. So when questions were asked and posed at the end of presentations, it was like you were speaking with someone you know. So thank you to all involved for an informative, engaging conference and overall great experience. I would strongly recommend and encourage other researchers to participate.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your experience with us. We are so grateful to have you, and hopefully, we will see you at our future conference too.
Thank you. Thank you so much.